name is Zabari. She'e Zabari Bel Yenshye. Kia Ani Nishle. Nahisle Bushichin, Kithachini Dishache, Nahisle Dishanele. Hi, my name is Zabari Bell, and I am Towering House Clan, born for the Black Americans. I am half Black American and half Navajo, or as we like to call ourselves, Diné. And I identify my Black ancestry using the term Nahisle, which is basically translated into the dark ones who have come across and persevered, that we have come to like, and are one. Being Indigenous is decolonizing my mindset and getting back to my roots, because I feel like there was a point in time where I was almost ashamed of having a separate identity than what you see as like the typical Western or like European, identity. And I just didn't want to stand out too much. Also, it didn't help that I was a very shy person at one point in time. So I'm like, I really am not trying to stand out. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I had to learn and accept that I'm not going to be like anybody else. And actually have started to embrace that, because now I'm meeting more people that are a lot like me, that don't see themselves, represented anywhere else, and they could at least look at me and see that representation.
Right.
And so that's why I feel like my Nahislit identity is very important to me too, because I'm very, very proud of my Diné culture and expressing that culture and teaching people about it. But I also want there to be an understanding that we still have our own issues in our communities, and anti-Blackness is a very big issue that still runs rampant, despite the fact that we've had a Miss Navajo Nation that was half Black and half Navajo. I've been experiencing it honestly recently, that prejudice, and it just makes me feel like I want to stand even firmly in the fact that I'm going to acknowledge the fact that previously there was a term to describe Black Americans in the Diné language that was supposed to be a respectful term, not kaithlajene. That was supposed to be a way for us to express our identity with dignity, but it was quickly harnessed as a tool to humiliate us and make us feel othered and make sure that we know that you're Black and you do not belong. So we're gonna call you Jini, which basically translates to like Blackie or like the N-word. So the fact that Redmilla Cody went out of her way to make sure that we had an identity, Nahislet, that we could say with pride and that honored our Black ancestors, really, really touches my heart, and I feel so grateful for that. And now I can proudly say, I am Nahislet. I am able to coexist in two different worlds. I have one foot in one world and one foot in another, but that's how I am wholly. That makes up me as a whole. So I'm never going to choose one or the other. I respect and love both of them.